Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 1940, turn 5. Starting off with Germany, it is now January 1942. The Germans are in sort of a rough spot now that the Allies have done a sneaky and have landed troops in Western Germany and have, taken a good chunk of German IPC away. So, we'll have to kind of see what the Germans are planning. But first, as always, starting off with purchases. All right, Germany is buying 6 infantry, a fighter, and 2 tanks. Attacks. The Germans have 2 major attacks going this turn. They have an attack here in the North Sea off of Norway. They're going to send their fleet out with some tactical bombers to try and hit the Allied fleet in 112. They're going to rocket attack the minor factory there in Western Germany, try and cause some damage to the United States. And then finally, the Germans are going to launch an offensive against Leningrad. They're going to blitz tanks into Belarus and then into Leningrad. So that's what we're looking at. So we'll start with the rocket attack. We'll start in the west and head east. So the Germans have 2 rockets that they can launch, for a total of 6. So the minor factory in Western Germany is, will be fully damaged. Okay, and then we'll move over to the naval battle. We'll kind of set it up on do a battle board situation real quick. All right. And I got FEC markers from Historical Board Gaming. Great place to buy stuff. I've bought so much from them. Got the, let's see. Carrier, destroyer, cruiser, destroyer, and a fighter for 4. All right, so this is what we got going in. Let's see how this goes for them. Okay, we got a destroyer for 2. Miss. A cruiser and 3 tacticals for 3. 1, the U.S. will take it on the Intrepid. And then the battleship for 4. Darn, miss. Ooh, the Allies might have caught a break here. All right, so the Allies have 3 for 2. 2 destroyers and a carrier for 2. Oh, they got 1. They got the cruiser for 3. Oh, no. Actually, we'll take that on the battleship. And the fighter for 4. Off. Okay, yep, that did not go the way I wanted to. All right, we're going to pull back. We're just going to pull back. Yep, I'm not going to lose anything more. So this fighter will now land with the American forces here in Western Germany because it's right there. And the rest of the forces will retreat back to their positions real quick. Good. Okay. That was a pitiful display from the we're going to land the fighters here in home Belgium. No. Okay, so that battle was a disaster. Hopefully. All right, guys. Sorry, I decided to quickly take a break and consolidate some stuff. So, the German attack into the North Sea was an utter failure. The Allies have constituted the Third Fleet, and that is it right there. It only had one hit. But now we continue on with the German team, and we move on to the attack in Belarus. Like I said, some tanks are going to blitz through, or the attack on Leningrad. Some tanks are going to blitz through Belarus first, and then go into Leningrad itself. So here are the forces going into the attack. I got these awesome army boards from Historical Board Gaming. So I've already liked them a lot. So let's see here. So the Russians do have 3 anti-aircraft guns, and there are 4 German planes. So there will be rolls against that. And all the German aircraft survive. All right, so let's get started. All right, so the Germans for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9. All right, so we got 10 for 1 for the Germans. All right, there's 1. The Russians will take it on an anti-aircraft gun. And no hits for that. All right, then they got a mech, infantry, and artillery for 2. Nothing. And they have a massive stack of tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 12 tanks. 12 tanks and a fighter, so 13 for 3. 1, 2. Just keep going. 1, 2, so 5. 10, that's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 more. 2 more hits. Okay. And then finally, 1 tactical and 2 strategic bombers for 4. God, 1. Alright, time for the Russian counterattack, which will have the Rush. Alright, so they have infantry, tank, fighter, and tacticals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so the Russians will have 12 for 2. Rolling 12 for 2. 5, 1. 5. Another one. 10. And 2 more for 12. Ooh, 2 hits. Not good for the Germans. All right, and then they have a tank and a tactical for 3. 1 hit. And then, oh goodness. And then they got 4 fighters for 4. Ooh. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let me clean up the board here real quick, and we'll clean up the battle boards here real quick, and we will determine what we're going to do here. My board got a little messed up. So let's see here. Germany lost all of its infantry minus a couple mech. Okay, I'm just gonna pull that back. Try and level that out a little bit here. Okay, let's see here. I mean, I think we can do it. Let's go for a second round. Okay, so the Germans have 3 mechanized infantry for 3, or 3 mech. No, that's 2 mechanized infantry. Yeah, 2 mechanized infantry for 1. Misses. Mech and artillery for 2. Ooh, 2 hits. And then they have, the Germans have that 13, the 12 tanks and a fighter, 13 for 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 5. 2 more for 10. And 2 more. Okay. All right, and then we have the two strategics and 1 tactical for 4. And that's another 2. All right. Let's see. Now the Russians will fire back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 7 for 2. 2 hits. Another hit. And then tank and tactical. Another 2 hits. And then the 4 fighters for 4. Oof. Okay. All right. Well, I think the Germans can take it. I think the Germans can still win. They got enough tanks, and the Russians only have 2 aircraft defending Leningrad. So I think that puts the Germans at, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it puts the Germans at 9 for 3. All right, and that's all the that's the last of the Russian fighters. So the Russians rolled 2 for 4. Whoa! And they got 1 more German tank. Oopsies. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. The Germans lost 1 more tank. All right. So that is the end of the Battle of Leningrad. The Germans have successfully taken the city and have destroyed the Russian Northern Army. Although now I don't think I need the army board anymore because all I have are these tanks left. So let's see here. Let me find a spot. Yeah, we'll go right there. All right, so Leningrad falls to the Germans for 2 IPC. And if I'm not mistaken, that's also a national objective for the Germans. Let's see here. Yep, control 5 for Leningrad. Alright, so the Germans have finished one of their strategic objectives. Alright, so that's all the attacks. Now we'll go into the non-combats. First off, all the planes that went into the Leningrad attack are going to... Let's see here. They will... See, they all went 2. They'll all come back to Poland. Oops. Okay, but I will reconstitute that German army board actually, because I will move it to Germany because we're going to need it for our defenses there. So, because of what we're moving in there. Okay, so they already had 3 half tracks. These 3 tanks are coming in to Germany. The 4 tanks in Poland are going to come in, and I will chip that out real quick. tanks from Poland are coming into Germany. And I think that's sort of the and then I'm going to kind of stuck because the Russians have that massive army right there, and I know they're gonna either they're going to attack Romania. So I can either try and hold it, or with what I've got there with those 6 infantry and 2 artillery, try and hold off against the massive Russian horde there. Or I can pull back to maybe Slovakia. Keep them from, I mean, either way. Shoot. Let's see here. Oops. Sorry guys, got my pets are running around here. I'm thinking, if anything, what I will do, I'll leave an infantry in East Poland, and I'll move the rest into Romania. We gotta try and secure that southern flank. Okay, that's in the east. Okay, in the west, we have to deal with the Allied attack. So we're going to move our forces in Normandy, minus 1 infantry, back to Holland, Belgium. This anti-aircraft gun will still stay there. This artillery is going to stay here in France. And I think that's pretty much all the non-combats that I can do right now. Yeah. Alright, so that's all the non-combats I can do, so let's deploy. Pretty much, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of the German units that I have purchased are going to deploy at Berlin onto the German Army board, so that's 6 infantry, 2 tanks, well, I can ship that out. 2 tanks, and a fighter. Alright, and then collecting income, Germany will collect 41 plus 5 for having Leningrad. So they will have 46 IPC to spend next turn. So until then, guys, we will now kick it over to the Soviet Union. So we'll see you then.